Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'm Rissa Yvonne, and thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the content.
Need you for the old me, need you for my sanity, need you to remind me where I come from. Can you remind me of my gravity? Call me when I'm tumbling, spiraling, plummeting down to earth. You keep me down to earth. Call me on my bullshit.
Okay, so today I decided to do something different. I know I'm always changing things, but I think I really want to stick to this military Mondays for you guys. I'm in the military, for those of you that do not know. I have been in for 8 years now, a little over 8 years, and I have recently decided to go ahead and just finish out and retire. So why not? Because I'm about to re-enlist. So I have a couple things that I thought were important for anybody that's new and deciding that they might want to join the military. I mean, no matter what branch it is, I feel like these are a couple things, like my 10 things that I think you should know before you decide to join. Okay, so the first one is, I think you should do research. Do research on whatever branch it is that you want to do, or whichever ones you're interested in. Do research on what they do, the lifestyle, and the jobs. Make sure you do research. Do not go in without doing any research whatsoever. Okay, next, talk to somebody that's in the military, so somebody that you know, or a vet. This is before you even go to a recruiter. If you know somebody or you see somebody on social media, or me, you can come and talk to me. Hit me in my DMs, hit me in the comments, anywhere. If you got me on Snap, Facebook, anything, send me a message and I will answer anything that you have, like any questions that you have, to the best of my ability. Now do keep in mind, I'm in the Navy, so all branches are a little different, but for the majority part, a lot of us have a lot of the similar things, especially when you're first joining. So yeah, feel free to ask me anything. I don't have any problem asking any questions. You know, it's my lifestyle, and it is a lifestyle, so always remember that. Like, the Navy isn't just a job, it's a lifestyle. So you will live as far as the Navy, you will live as a sailor. You will have to watch things that you do, you know what I'm saying? So it's an actual lifestyle change. So next, number 3, once you go to boot camp or basic training or anything, always remember there's no quitting. You can't just get there and like 2-3 weeks in, you be like, okay, yeah, this wasn't for me, I can't do it. There's a saying, and it's the easiest way for you to get out of boot camp is to graduate. So I know we had some people that some things happened, and literally they were held back and in processing to get out or to leave, and they didn't leave until we left. Like, I was literally graduating when they were leaving, and I was there for 10 weeks, only because, you know, we had to wait for my division to fill up and all of that stuff, but that's for another video. But I was there for 10 weeks. So imagine being there for 10 weeks and at the end you don't even finish, and you're there for the whole time that we're there. So you might as well just go ahead and continue and just get through it. So make sure, if this is something you're thinking about, do not do it until you do the research. Talk to someone. I would say best to talk to someone that is in already before you talk to a recruiter, even when, you know, because you know you're going to get different information. So, and be mindful when you do go see a recruiter, if you can, go with someone that is in the military or that just recently got out within like a year or 2 or so that if there are any things that are unclear that the recruiter's telling you, because of course they do have a quota, it's something that they have to meet, you know, something like that. So of course, people always say recruiters lie, they tell you this, they tell you that. A lot of them, you got to understand, they're in a certain job too. Certain rate is what we call them, rates, or MOS, what other branches call them. They're in a certain job and they don't know everything about all other jobs. So you got to think about it. Just talk to different people, and like, if you come and talk to me and you're interested in a job that's not mine, I can always connect you with somebody, because I've been on a ship, so you know, I've been in contact with people that are in these different jobs. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you talk to someone even before a recruiter. Okay, next, learn how to swim or run. Now this is for the Navy. So learn how to swim, because you can be held back if you do not pass the swim test. And that, if you do not pass it, because you're going to get sent to a different division, and you will not graduate with the same people that you started with if you do not pass that test. So make sure you know how to swim. It's not hard. Of course, everybody's different, but make sure you know how to swim, at least the minimum. And running, condition, train yourself, because you will have to do that 1.5 miles. You will have to do it. You will do it several times, many times in boot camp, continuously, and you cannot graduate until you pass that. And then we still do it every 6 months. So you need to make sure you're getting yourself ready. If you think in your head like, okay, I'm thinking about joining the military, start working out. That exact day that you think it, start working out. Like, start little by little, the running, just little. Even if you just start at like, okay, I need to get to a half a mile. I need to make sure I can run that straight and, you know, get my time down, or whatever the case is, because it goes by your age. So you're in an age group, and that determines how much time you have to run it. So just make sure you're in shape. Let's see. People always say they don't want to join the military because they don't want to go to war. The military does not necessarily mean war. Like, something big has to happen for us to go to war. So don't join the military, or don't not join the military just because you think we're gonna go to war. Like, if it happens, it happens. Okay, it happens, but it's not as likely as y'all think. Like, and that shouldn't be the #1 fear for you guys. So it's not like, okay, we're finna go into war tomorrow. Like, yes, you will train, you will be ready for if something like that happens. So you won't just be thrown out there. But the military does not necessarily mean the war. Now, you will deploy. Now, for each branch, that means something different. For the Navy, you will be on a ship. You will have to go overseas for anywhere 6 to 10 months or something and be gone. And on deployment, you'll go overseas, you'll go to another country, you'll do whatever the mission is for your ship to do. So if you're not okay with that, then military is not for you. But then again, you can talk to someone, like I said, a vet or someone who is in, and they can fill you in on what that's like. So the next one, you will not be able to have a phone. If you are phone dependent, you will not have it. You will get there, once you first get to boot camp, you will get a phone call to let your family know that you are safe. You made it there, you're just fine. Between the course of 8 to 10 weeks, you might get 1, maybe 2 calls. All depends. I think we got 2. So you'll be able to call, but that's it. So they won't know, so you're gonna have to hope that they're available or somebody's available. So you will not have your phone, you will not be able to email, you will be able to write letters. So make sure you have everybody's address that you need. Anybody's address or anything that you need, make sure you have it, because you won't have an address for them to send anything to, you know, until you send them something. So you won't have anything. So make sure that you have everybody's address that you need. The next one is you will be away. So if you are very family oriented, you will be away from your family, your kids, your whoever, your spouse. You will be away from them, especially in the first in boot camp. You will have to leave them. You will not be able to call whenever you want. They can write letters, they can send pictures, and all of that good stuff. So, but you will be away. Do not join the military if you cannot be away from your family. Back to the other one, you will deploy, so you will be away from them. They have phones on the boats, but you know, there's so many people on there. Like, you're not going to be able to use phone whenever you want. You will be able to email. There are times when you will not be able to email. So, and it just depends on what's going on. So you need to make sure, if you are too family oriented or cannot be away from your family, that maybe the military is not for you. But just keep that in mind. And you can also take vacation. You can go home and stuff, like when you're not on deployment. But everything is limited. It depends on your ship schedule, all of that good stuff. So you can go home. It's not impossible to go home. So, and then if you are married or with kids or anything, you will be able to bring them wherever you are stationed at. So keep that in mind, but you will still have to work and all of that good stuff, and you'll still be going out to sea every once in a while. So just make sure you make the decision wisely. Next, number 8, if you are not good with people yelling at you, any structure or anything like that, then you are going to have a hard time, because it's going to happen. And you're going to have to work out. You're going to be forced to work out depending on what happens. Like, one person can do something wrong and the whole division, everybody pays for it. So just keep it in mind, they will yell, all of that good stuff. So it's going to happen, whether it's in basic training or afterwards. Some point in your career, you're probably going to have to hear something like that or whatnot. But if you're not good with it, learn how to be good with it, or just don't join the military. Next, always remember why you joined. So people join for different reasons. You might join for school, you might join to travel, you might join because you need some type of structure, or you might join because your family situation and you need, you know, a steady job or something, an income or anything like that. So just always remember why you joined and stick to it, and remind yourself whenever you're in a funk or you're like, okay, I'm gonna quit, I can't do it after these 4 or however many years you signed up for. Just remember why you joined. If you accomplish, say you joined for school and you got that degree that you were trying to do, just remember, like at that point you decide, okay, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Now do I want to stay in? Is the Navy that hard that I cannot stay in, or whatever branch you're going to? Is it too hard that I cannot stay in? And if you've accomplished whatever you want to accomplish, then okay. If you've traveled, okay. If you've saved up enough money and your family is doing just fine now, okay. But the one thing I'm going to say is have a plan. If you do not plan on making the military a career, have a plan. Whether you do 4 years, 8 years, 15 years, and then get out, it doesn't matter. Have some type of plan so that once you get out, you don't fall back into the same situation that you were in. And next, so the last one that I would say is, when you think you want to join the military, you need to choose. Do you want to go active or reserves? Now, for those of y'all that do not know, active duty is full-time military. Full-time, you live, breathe, eat military. Like, that's what you do. Reserves, you will be, it's kind of like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You will be in the military, but you'll be a civilian. So you'll have your regular civilian job, and then you'll go and you do your military duties every, what, 1 weekend out of the month or something like that? 1 or 2 weekends out of the month? I'll find out for you guys. But, yeah, so it's like part-time military, part-time civilian. So you'll have a 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So if you're not sure, you're thinking about it and you're not fully sure how you want to do this, or if you want to really go in the military, I would say go reserves, only because you can always transition from reserves to active duty. So, but you can always transition from active duty to reserves. But I would say if you're unsure, go reserves first, because it'll give you just a little taste of what it's like to see if you like it or whatnot. And if you do, then okay, you can put in to go active duty, and then you go from there. Just so you're not, you know, straight active duty and you're just, especially for the family oriented people, because reservists, you still are with your family because you still live a partial civilian life. So just choose what you want to do and do your research. Of course, there's reservist recruiters and there's different people in reserves. I have friends and all of that in the reserves. So it's a different life, active duty and reserves. So just make sure you know what you want to do. Besides that, the only thing I would say is there's a quote that I did hear another YouTuber say, and it's, the military is a great path if the path in front of you isn't clear. So always remember that if you're thinking about, you don't know what you want to do, and you're just struggling and it isn't clear, the military is a good choice. It is a good choice. And yes, you have to sign up. People say you sign your life away. Okay. Some people do different things, so many different things, and they lose a part of themselves in the midst of that. Like different jobs that they're just not comfortable with, not liking, not happy with. It happens. I mean, the only thing they don't do is they don't sign a contract, but they are working there. So you got to understand, it's stable. You get money, you get housing, you get medical, dental, all of that stuff. So just make sure you choose wisely, and remember, if you don't have a good path, the military is a good path. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I hope you liked the video, and I hope you are going to enjoy Military Mondays. It will be a variety of great things. So if you have any questions, leave everything down below. Give the video a big thumbs up, all your thumbs up. If you have not already, hit that post notification bell so you can get all of my videos. And I guess that's it. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe the videos, and until next time, guys, I'll see ya.